Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, 5th edition Duo Rogues. At the end of last episode it crashed, so I repeated the fight here with all of the undead and whatnot. But this time we were able to res Gek Cole, and we still have them in our party. So we still have access to their inflict wounds and all of the other lovely stuff that they have. Because we are planning to go back towards the Myconid colony because Sovereign Glut would like to see, let's see our quest log here. Where are we? Avenge Glut's Circle. We agreed to help Glut kill Spore. Glut wants us to kill Sovereign Spore so he can become the new ruler of the Circle. Now, I don't know how we're going to do that. Killing,
if not over, then through
Spore and not getting ourselves killed in a giant melee in between. So I think we're not able to utilize healing potions here. I wonder. I'll give it a try. That did work. Interesting. And how are you for HP then? You could probably also do with one of those. So I think my plan is going to be to see if we can send these folks in as kind of double agents. I'm hoping we can manage to move them in on their own without us having to come along and necessarily be in the line of fire. Because then, as the other two, we can at least try and make an escape. If everything does kick off in a way that we don't appreciate. I also don't know what's going to happen if we bring this zombie man into the camp. But they have other zombie creatures, so they might appreciate zombies for what they are rather than the threat they pose. What might be easier, if we get the whole party into turn-based, this way we don't have to worry about them trying to auto get to where we want. We don't have to worry about them auto tracking back to us. So we will dash. Push on in. And Sovereign Glut will do the same. And we're basically going to repeat this until the two of them are right up next to the guy we're trying to murder. And then if the two of them can commit the murder without us having to intervene specifically, all the easier for us. So we'll dash again. We're probably going to try and get some third level inflict wounds going in a minute. Seems like one of the faster ways to victory. Of course, we could try and stealth and all that, but even if we could stealth around here somewhere and get a really good shot, it's going to be much more difficult to make our escape. What we also might be giving up is any of the loot inside this area if we kill the person who would be able to give us access to it. It might be the case that we can bring Astarion over here alone, get the prize, and then leave with all the extra stuff, then come and bring these two along for the fight, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Even if my tongue can't get through an entire sentence without pausing while thinking about the actions I'm trying to take. Now, why would Glut not move then?
myself.
Can't reach. Do we have enough movement with our dash? Yes. 1 or 2 more rounds, we should be there. Stop that one. We can push in even further. So, Sovereign Spore is the person we're trying to deal with. They have Spore's protection. Sovereign's protection. Protected from the myconoid mushrooms traps by the Sovereign Spore sac. Traps? What traps? Is it these things? Barrel stalks, perhaps? Well, we'll find out soon. Basically, we want to get behind them, stealth, so that we might be able to attack as an unseen attacker with advantage. No sneak attack, of course, but a 3rd level inflict wounds could do a lot of damage. But we'll make sure everyone is where we want them to be first. Why are you having so much trouble climbing up here? Is it your little stubbly legs? Dash. I said dash. Thank you. Can't reach, use jump. I guess if it works, it works. We are going to step to about here. And bonus action hide. That worked. I'm kind of surprised that worked, but I'll take it. Now let's just make sure we're going to be within striking distance when this initiative rolls. Looks like we should be. Alright, let's see what we can do with a completely different party, as it were. It doesn't prompt me for what level of spell slot I would like to use. So I guess it's going to defer to 1st level, which is a shame, but I'll still take it. Because what else do we have? Enlarge is for weapon attacks. Animate dead. Is there a pile of dead nearby? There is. There's at least 2 humanoids here. Well, we'll do the damage first. You harm us, you bring pain. Right, then swap me over. We can't swap out to Glut. We're going to attack. Sovereign Glut is going to multi-attack. Why do you get to heal? Why hasn't initiative been rolled? Very confused. Hide again. We miss. Seems that this is not quite going as the programmers might have expected. Just do enough damage to kill him before he heals himself. That'll do it. Update, avenge, defeat the Dwergar intruders, updated.
Have a lot on my mind.
I'm honestly not sure that has occurred how it was intended, but Glut is no longer in our party. We are not in initiative. these folks don't mean us any harm. So let's go speak to Glut. See if we have new allies. Sovereign Spore is dead. Sovereign Myconoid Glut. Hello.
King of kings I am. Let this place be sacred. Circle Glut takes root. My spawn will rise and sing of your might. You will be called King Bringer. Take my gift of song. Cry low or loud, but cry it proud, King Bringer. So it is certain, and so you are known.
Spore's old song falters in the Myconid's minds, swallowed by a new rhythm, the song of Glut.
You have served well, King Bringer, but our work is not done.
You see Glut's old grotto once more, but this time wreathed in flame. Amid the slaughter strides a drow.
Neither. This is the one who brought the Dwergar blight. Bring me his head, so that I know my new circle is safe.
Look, I'm all for killing him, but what's in it for us?
I assume there's more rewards for us in our future.
You have my favor, King Bringer. But yes, there will be riches as well. Go, cross the lake and kill the drow.
Sovereign Glut rewards us and named us Kingbringer. Choose Featherlight Boots. Soft and supple leather glide over your skin. Wearing them feels like running barefoot. When the wearer has 50% hit points or less, their movement speed is increased by 10 feet. Or Ring of Fire. When dealing fire damage, the wearer deals an additional 1 fire damage. That seems terrible. When dealing fire damage, the wearer deals an additional 1 fire damage. Is this supposed to be like 1d something fire damage? Because this does not seem good. Show me full equipment. What boots are we wearing? When the wearer heals a target, they gain 3 additional hit points. So if we take the Featherlight boots and get another 10 foot of speed, our base speed would be up to 55 feet, which would be obscene, really. So we'll take those. Close that. Close that. And so that is done. Everyone else is now doing this trippy dance. Let's go and see if that wall of vines is open.
One day I'll catch a break.
Would also be interesting to see if Blurg can tell about new leadership or not. No, this remains closed.
Something over there.
Have to be more watchful next time.
Guardian Gate has 36 HP, but they would be mad at us if we attacked it. How mad, though, is the question.
I've got a long road ahead.
That's all, idiot. Softer than a whisper.
There's a lot of perception checks to have to pass to get through here, and yet our hiding is doing incredibly well. Okay. I'm beginning to think this was a terrible plan. Is Glut even mad at us? It seems that... Oh, man. Okay, well, clearly we don't want to be here anymore. More and more people are casting strange spells and doing things in that direction. So I'm guessing we're making a break for this doorway. Good, missed that. Astarian's turn's not for ages, but I don't know how many of these creatures were actually rolled into the initial initiative. We're going to cunning action dash. Try and thread this needle. Probably have not. So long as we only take an attack from one of these guys, not both, I'll be less mad. Good miss. Right. Amunion is probably safe. Trader is throwing healing potions at their friend. Deep Wrath misses Astarian. Astarian is up. We don't have quite the movement speed that Amunion does. Sounds like more stuff is rolling into initiative. If we want to get away from this creature... Complete, deliver Nir's head. What is going on? Sovereign Glut wants the head of the drown out. There is no Myconoid Sovereign left to reward us for Nir's head. Are they murdering people over there? What on earth is going on? I can't pan the camera out that far. Was Glut on our side? I'm so perplexed. But right now, my priority is just being alive. So I think if we're going to have to pass through here, it's going to be a disengage. Gets us between these folks, and then a main action dash. Gets us to here, which is not ideal. I kind of wish I'd spent my bonus action on a potion of invisibility instead. More stuff getting rolled into initiative. Good crit miss. This guy I'm not so worried about. Now, can we take some of the heat? 24 HP. That'll help. We also kind of have to decide where we want to go after this. We could go straight for the boat. I'm not really sure what happens on the boat. I've only done it once and I can't really remember how important it was. I think last time we tried lying about some things. I don't know why it insists on showing us Amunian after every turn. Timask spores. Oh, they cause confused. That's a bad time. But we're not currently in them at the moment. But I don't know how we're going to get around them. What we are going to do is disengage. Then we're going to dash.
Outmaneuver them.
And now we just have to hope that we can get far enough away that this whole initiative sequence ends. If you're playing at home, you might use the flee button here. But for me, that's not an option because I don't play with the flee button. Some of these creatures now have haste spores, which is going to be worse for us. As ever, in D&D, you can never quite expect everything that's to come. Yeah, they moved far. Fortunately, they don't have that many hit points.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Or maybe they do. What's this trader up to? Just trying to keep their friend alive more than anything else. It's interesting that they started with 7 HP and they didn't heal to some other number whilst just life was going on. That's a bad time. That is a bad time. We make some kind of a saving throw against hallucination spores. Inflicts hold person. That would have been real bad, but we are up. We spent half of our movement to stand up. We are currently, I think, far enough away that we're not going to take an opportunity attack here. I was wrong, but I'm okay. Cunning action dash. Right, I guess we're heading in that direction primarily.
A better position.
Then main action dash.
On the way.
How long are they going to pursue? If we just have to dash until we can get on that boat, I'm going to be nervous about it. Hardcore parkour! Right, Amunian has like all the distance in the world. I'm like, do we just attack stuff? Because Astarian's not going to keep up with us. So maybe we try hurting something. It's a shame one of them isn't a little more injured, because then sleep would get both of them. So let's attack here. Damn. Alright, well, we'll keep moving then. Preferably not too close to the cliff. Cunning action dash. We're going downhill. Trader still doesn't really want to do anything. I'm going to rehydrate. That's a real bad time. That's a really, really bad time. I guess, really, if I was afraid of the hook horrors before, I should be just as afraid of zombie hook horrors. We save against what I presume is another attempt at hold person. Pacifying spores. Pacify a creature. It can't move or act. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Alright, Astarion is up. We spent half of our points to get up. These two are perfectly fine. It might be time to consume potions of invisibility. So we are now invisible. If we dash, that shouldn't break the invisibility. No. Just keep moving away. Seems like there's less foes up here now. I don't know if they're just going to now target Amunian as the visible target. But if I can not use her potion as well, that will be beneficial. So we're just going to keep moving. Cunning action, dash. Let's see, what's our best route here? We want to get down. Guess it's that way. I don't love it because it's not really getting further away, it's just getting a winding path, but we'll have to take it. And we'll aim for that. Alright, did we break initiative by being invisible and far away? We absolutely did. Astarion is going to get moving. Amunian is foolishly going to join. Now my new question is, if we go back there, do we end up with people hating us again? And also, is there a teleportation circle down on the beach around this corner? I think there is. Because I can't quite recall what happens when we take the boat trip. And if we're going to take the boat trip, I would like to have every spell slot and item recharged of all my capabilities.
Yes, let's.
That might be worth a look.
Apparently there is not a teleportation circle here. I really thought there was one on the stones or something. Might be somewhere else in the Underdark.
Don't linger.
If we go the long way around, we might be able to get back to where... Oh wait, there it is. Underdark Beach is on the other side. Never mind, I was going to say we could probably find one somewhere else, but it's there. Alright. We are going to take a premature long rest, I think. How are we doing for supplies is the other question. We have one supply pack. So we'll be alright this time. So go to camp and end the day. All of my food and stuff is in the barrel that's in the other camp.
On my way.
Because this chest doesn't move between the random barrels that we keep at the other camp full of food. So maybe I should keep it all in the traveler's chest. But for right now, we can sleep. Your hit points and spell slots will only be restored up to half of their maximum, and you won't regain any short rests. Well, that is not what I'm after. Although, if it was only items we were trying to recharge, that might be a viable strategy. Nothing strange goes bump in the night. And we're back at the decrepit village. So join me next time, where I think we're going to be taking a trip on a boat. Hopefully it goes well. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.